the living room shows Phil Hartman as a psychologist, with Gilda Radner as his wife, and Chris Farley and Jan Hooks as their son and daughter. Hartman: okay, family, even though I ordered only 4 tickets to the Phantom of the Opera tonight, somehow they gave me 5 tickets. So who should we bring as a 5th person? There's a knock on the door. Radner gets up to get the door, and it's John Belushi as Hartman's patient Bob Murray holding a pizza. Radner: can I help you? Belushi: oh, hi, Mrs. M. My name's Bob Murray. I'm one of your husband's new patients. This morning he said he didn't have any openings until Monday and told me to enjoy the weekend, but boy, I really need some guidance. I have so much anxiety. Hartman approaches the door and says, Bob, this is highly inappropriate to show up at my house like this. Belushi: sorry about that, Doc. That's why I brought a pizza for your family. Hooks: oh boy, pizza! Farley: gnarly, dude, I love pizza. Belushi invites himself in and sets up the pizza on the table as he, Hooks, and Farley begin eating, and Belushi quickly ingratiates himself with them. Hartman whispers to Radner: I can't believe that bumbling fool showed up here. Radner: well, honey, he seems harmless, and the kids seem to love him. Hartman: well, his presence is distracting me from figuring out who we can bring with us to the play. Radner: well, what about Bob? Hartman: are you kidding? Look at this guy, eating pizza with my kids. Farley turns towards Hartman and says, hey, Dad, can me and Bob go out in the backyard of the pool? Bob said he's going to teach me how to swim. Belushi: come on, Dr. M. I can't wait to teach him. Hartman: absolutely not. We have to leave soon for the play. Belushi: oh, wow, a play? Boy, I love plays. I wish I could go with you guys. Radner: actually, Bob, we have an extra ticket. Maybe you'd like to come with us. Belushi: oh, boy, would I? Hartman, frustrated, says, no, I'm sorry, Bob, but I've decided to invite my friend, former Twin Peaks actor Al Strobel. Hartman texts Strobel. When he gets a response, he tries to hide it from Radner, but she sees it and says aloud, oh, it looks like Al told you he can't make it. Hartman: damn it. Belushi: please, Doc, can I go with you guys? I promise that if you invite me, I'll be on my best behavior. And I think it'd be good for my anxiety. Hooks: yeah, come on, Dad. Bob's great. Hartman: fine. Belushi, Hooks, and Farley all start to jump up and down in celebration. Radner wryly smiles at Hartman, who rolls his eyes. Cuts to a theater where the 5 are getting to their seats. Just as the play starts, Belushi begins to make farting noises, making Farley and Hooks laugh. Hartman turns to Belushi and says, Bob, if you don't stop, you're gonna get us kicked out. Peter Aykroyd, as an usher, approaches Hartman and tells him he has to leave for being too loud. Belushi: bye, Dr. M. I'll stay and keep your family company. Al Strobel approaches the foursome. Radner: Al, you made it after all. Here, you can sit next to me. They kicked Leo out. Strobel takes a seat next to Radner. Cuts to near the end of the play. Shows Belushi is snoring and Radner is cuddled up close to him. Shows on the stage Denitra Vance as Christine, standing with the Phantom of the Opera, as well as Norm Macdonald as Raoul, tied up in a lasso. The Phantom of the Opera: you have an ultimatum, Christine. If you stay with me, I will let Raoul go. But if you refuse to do so, Raoul will die. Vance: you're not alone. Vance approaches the Phantom and removes his mask, showing it to be Quentin Lee. Vance and Lee kiss. Shows in the audience Belushi wake up and put his arm around Radner. Phil Hartman runs onto stage and yells, "Enough! This is completely unfair. My family has been hoodwinked by a psychopath, and for some reason, I was the one who was kicked out." Aykroyd and Dan Vitale, as ushers, run on the stage and tackle Hartman and carry him off stage. In the audience, Radner whispers to Belushi, "I can't believe Leo would do that." Belushi, "Don't blame him, Mrs. M. Your husband's the best doctor I know. I only met him this morning, and I already feel much better. And dead from the earth, we're not alive." It's Saturday Night Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest and host, Bob McGrath. Everybody, Bob McGrath. Applause, applause, applause. McGrath, thank you, thank you. A chandelier falls from the ceiling, and McGrath moves just in time to avoid being hit. McGrath, well, I suppose that's what I get for following the Phantom of the Opera. Anyway, I was an American actor, singer, musician, and children's author best known for playing original human character Bob Johnson on the long-running educational television series Sesame Street. Applause, applause, applause. Emilio Delgado comes out on stage. Applause, applause, applause. Delgado, "Hey, Bob, welcome to the afterlife. How do you feel so far?" McGrath, "I mean, I feel okay, Luis, but..." Delgado, "It's actually Emilio?" McGrath, "That's right, sorry about that. I guess I feel okay, but it's still a tough transition." Delgado, "You know, Bob, I have another buddy named Bob who was going through some problems, and he ended up seeing a psychologist that really helped him out." Belushi comes out on stage, rolling out Hartman tied up on a gurney, and says, "My ears are burning." Delgado, "Oh, great, here he is now." Belushi, "Bob, I heard you needed a little help adjusting to the afterlife, and so I brought the best doctor I know, Dr. Leo Martin." Hartman, "Let me go at once. This is not okay, Bob." McGrath, "Real quick, doctor, if you could tell me how to best adjust to the afterlife?" Hartman, "Geez, I don't know. I usually counsel living people, but you said you were a musician. Why don't you try singing a song?" McGrath, "You know, that's a good idea." Well, now, who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? Say, who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day. Hartman, "A shrink is someone who will listen to you, whether you're crazy or just kind of blue. Whatever you are complaining about, there's a shrink who will hear you talk it out." McGrath, "Because a shrink's a person in your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. In your neighborhood. A shrink is a person in your neighborhood. The people that you meet when you're walking down the street, they're the people that you meet each day." Applause, applause, applause. McGrath, "Boy, I feel better already. Folks, we have a great show tonight. I'm here, so stay with us, so I can tell you how to get to Sesame Street. We'll be right back."